Hello, hello, my friend, and welcome to the Lori Robertson podcast. I am your host, Lori Robertson, and today we are still in the series of property preservation, everything property preservation, and the series includes what property preservation is and how you can get started. So, the day today, we're going to talk about the basics of how to start your own property preservation business, right? I'll give you just the basics so that you can decide if this is something for you when you see what you need to do to start it. And then I'm going to give you a rundown on what you need to do to start your own business. Okay. All right. So starting a property preservation business is similar to starting any other type of business, right? You don't need a degree, a high school diploma. It's sufficient enough. It's really similar to starting any other business. So I want you to grab a pen and I want you to take this down, or if you need to rewind or, go back to listen to this again. But these are the things that you need to start the basic of starting your own property preservation business. So you need to decide what the best structure of a business setup is for you. So you can do a proprietorship, a LLC, or a corporation. You need to obtain your EIN number. You need to register with your state corporation commission. You need to open a business banking account. You need to write up a business plan. There is plenty of online help for that if you need one. Okay. Now, in some particular states, you don't need a business plan, but I like to incorporate that in there. And as part of my master class, I go through each one of these in a deep dive of helping you do every single one of these. Okay. But every state, just to have you know, is different. So when I'm going over these things, this is just the basic. But depending upon the state that you're in, all of these things will apply, but there may be different aspects of each individual thing that you need to do based upon your state and your locality, okay? And that's something that I teach in my master class. But the next thing is you need to obtain insurance, and there can be high risk involved, so this is definitely needed. You need to get your business license. You have to obtain a background check on you and anyone that's going to work with you, as far as any type of employees that you may want to have or subcontractors. Now, you don't need employees, right? But you definitely need contractors or subcontractors to work for you, and you need a background check for anyone that's going to be on the properties. And they won't be able to do any work without one. Okay, so make sure you keep that in mind. Then you get you make sure you have a license and insurance, an insured vehicle. You know, depending on what you do, your car, a van, a truck to haul your tools and equipment if you don't already have one. Like if you're doing just inspections, your car is going to suffice. Depending on the type of repairs, you may not need any of these things, but if you're going to subcontract it out, you won't need them either because your contractors will have what you need, okay? Purchase necessary tools and equipment to complete all jobs. Hire enough independent subcontractors and employees to complete the jobs. And then if you have employees, you have to get uniforms, usually just a shirt, with the name of your company on it, with the same color, and require the same color pants or shorts with the company name and logo on it, okay? So you are starting a business, right? And you want other businesses, and especially the banks, to see, understand, and recognize that you are a serious business. It's not doing it fly by night. This is a business. So you have to treat it as such. And you make it a standard practice that you and anyone working for you remember that as well, right? Now, once those basic things are done, and you really want to focus on your tools and equipment, because you will have what you need to get started. So don't spend a lot of time and a lot of money until you know exactly what you need additionally, right? If you are hiring subcontractors, you have to make sure that they have the basic supplies, the tools and equipment as well. So I will focus on, sharing more of that when we get to the episode on hiring contractors. But in the meantime, let me just give you some basic tools to get started with. These are the basics that you should have for your business if you're going to do the work yourself, and or if you just to have if you need to go to the properties for any reason. But these are definite things that your subcontractors should have. And if, this is not something that you really need to go out and spend a lot of money on, but eventually I think that you should have these, but definitely your contractors need this. So you're going to need a camera, simple, easy peasy. You can use your phone, a hammer, a hard hat. And a hard hat usually is if you're doing that, the larger service lines where you're working on properties where, debris, construction, demolition, stuff like that. You need a portable heater because in the wintertime, especially when you're going to do the winterization of properties and it's going to be cold in there because there's no electricity, those portable heaters will come in handy. A hose, a torch light if you need, a generator too, because just in case you may need lights on in the property to do the winterization, so you may need a generator if you're going to be in the property for a long period of time and you need lights to see. You may need a lawnmower, a shovel, some door tags. And let me share with you about the door tags. Depending on the company that you're with, the door tags, they will supply the door tags for you. Pen and pencil, clipboard, and a tape measure. Okay? So those are the basic tools that you need in starting your business. And that's basically it. So like I said, this is just a brief overview. I do, like I said, have a masterclass. And in my masterclass, that's where I go over in depth and I would help you based upon, to help you decide what type of structure that you need. How you get your EIN number. It's really simple. How do you register with your state and etc. Right? Because you need some type of guidance. So that's why I offer and part of my masterclass is you get it's a 3-week masterclass course and you get 3 one-on-ones with me that you can ask me any questions. You can, and then even still after the 3 weeks is up, you still have access to email me questions that you have. And if I feel like we need to get on the phone and I need to talk to you about work orders or anything of that nature and help you do bids and stuff like that, then I'll do so. So it's not as soon as the masterclass is over, you have no more access to me. You have access to me as long as you've purchased my masterclass and as long as you're in business. So I hope that the basics of how to start your own property preservation business was very beneficial and useful to you. And like I said, if you have any questions, if you are ready to get started, if you want to do it yourself, there's information that's going to be in the description. Check them out. Please give me a review, notification, and share this podcast and this series with anybody that you know that may be interested in starting a property preservation business in the real estate industry. And even if, you don't think that they may be ready right now, anybody that's looking for a side hustle, anything, because at this point, we need to make sure that we have a business that's sustainable. We have a business that we can have from today and decades or generations to come. Okay? So, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.